We are finally here.
It's fantasy
football
time!
ranking season.
Bang!
Fantasy football season. I love the energy, Mike.
Yeah, baby!
I love it.
Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
First
Yeah.
off, maybe
Yeah.
noticing that Mario and I are wearing new
yeah.
hats. DJ Hours hats. To the
Yeah.
moon. They're everywhere. People are saying
Everyone's asking
it's
for
one of
them.
the most hottest
The entire
commodities.
WSOP tournament, every person was
No, I
asking
mean,
for our hats and shit.
We're banging.
You're
Okay,
banging.
Well,
No.
we'll just have to bleep
Shout out
that
the children.
Oh, okay.
Fantasy football rankings time. We're starting with the quarterbacks, and we're going to go with everyone's top
The
10.
leaders.
This is something we've been waiting for a long time.
Yeah.
Ever since I won our league championship last year, I've been
God,
planning
so
and
sick.
anticipating
So sick.
what quarterbacks I should have to lead my team because, of course, I was led last year by the king, Jaden Daniels. And so I'd be shocked if everyone doesn't have a 1 this year. But Ryan, you're going to kick us off. Give us your top 10. Start with 10 so you can make it a little sweaty.
Oh, sweaty.
hey,
That's
back,
solid.
I like
going
it. That's
backwards to upwards.
I know, I like that.
Down under.
Number 10, I have Jared
Shout out
Goff.
Ozzy.
Nothing really to it. I just threw him at 10 because the Lions are going to score 1 billion points every week, and he's going to finish somewhere.
Even
in
without
there.
Ben Johnson.
Doesn't matter. Their offense just screen to Gibbs every play and then throw to Amon-Ra and then truck up to Jameson Williams. And you'll be fine.
Yep.
10 is Jared Goff. 9, Baker Mayfield. I'm so wrong about him every single year, and I'm not going to be wrong this year. I always say, like, oh, he's going to have a fall off. Maybe he's not that good. They score a ton of points. He throws unbelievable career. Great quarterback. Love him in fantasy at 9. Number 8, I have Jalen Hurts. I don't think they're going to need to score a lot of fantasy points this year. I think they're going to take a step back. Just play a smart, win a lot of games. Kind of what
That feels low.
Patrick Mahomes did. I mean, for fantasy, he just doesn't seem like he's gonna he doesn't throw for 400 yards. Maybe sometimes he gets
18 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, but still, what did he finish at? Even with that, I don't think that's gonna be replicated. So with 18, so he's at my 8. Number 7, I have Bo Nix. Pretty much same thing as last year. I think he'll be around. I think he'll improve a little bit. He runs a lot, so I like Bo Nix there. Number 6, I have Mahomes. I think he's gonna have a huge year this year. I think he's done around to get to the Super Bowl. So I think he's actually going to be an offensive player. Number 5, a little sneaky guy here, big year, Kyler Murray. I'm a big, any player that can run the ball as a quarterback, I'm huge on. So obsessed with Kyler Murray this year. I think his weapons are going to show. I think Marvin takes a step up. Trey McBride's set. Love it. Number 4, I have Joe Burrow. I think he scores a billion fantasy points. Nothing really to it. He doesn't have the rushing ability that the literal only 3 quarterbacks I have ahead of him do. So
That didn't matter last year.
didn't matter last year, but I think this year will be a little tougher. Number 3, I have Jane Daniels. Nothing really to it there. Absolute perfect player to have on fantasy. I mean, however the game works out, he's scoring fantasy points. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, yeah.
It's perfect. Number 2, Lamar Jackson. Again, nothing to it.
Yeah.
One of the best players in the league. He could be MVP
There's
every
nothing
year.
to a lot of these guys.
No,
Yeah.
there's really nothing to it.
There's nothing.
Because
to
it's
it.
pretty chalk.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
top of the guys, it's hard to I mean, you could mix it now if you want. Number 1 for me will always be Josh Allen. He scores the most points as a player in pretty much the last 6 years, and I don't see that stopping at all. So most touchdowns, unbelievably talented, and the weapons aren't that great, so he just has to ball out every game.
Quick question. I didn't hear Patrick Mahomes in there.
Oh, yeah,
did.
Patrick Mahomes was
Yeah,
6.
that's
Oh, he was 6.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I
No,
think I've toned
I
it
would
out.
never. No. I'm not gonna
He's
flip.
allergic
I'm
to
gonna flip
Patrick
and
Mahomes.
flop.
I am. Well, we're definitely going to talk about that. I'll get into the sharpest QB rankings you'll probably ever hear. Kicking
Sharp
it
as a
off
bar knife.
with Dak Prescott at 10, who's going to have a monster season. Mario and I talked about this last year. We've talked
did.
about it. We've been talking about this for a while. Dak Prescott alternates what seasons he performs and which ones he doesn't.
Yeah.
Go pull up his stats for his entire career. It's like an injury, great season, bad season, great season, injury, great. It just does the same thing. Last year, he was complete horseshit. So this year, big year for Dak Prescott. We got to slide him in that top 10. 9, I'm with Ryan, Baker Mayfield, and then I got 8, Jared Goff. I think those are guys you want in that 8 to 10 range. They're just going to get you fantasy points. They're never going to be in your top 3, but they're just all reliables. Like, you don't want one of the top guys, wait a shitload of rounds.
10th rounder, 11th
Yeah,
rounder.
and then just grab yourself a Baker Mayfield, Jared Goff. 7's a guy that a lot of people are really down on this year, and that's CJ Stroud. I was shocked when I looked at the Pro Football Focus projections. CJ Stroud's QB 19. I don't really know how. He's healthy. He's playing week 1. His receivers are back. Nico's back. I mean, unless we're projecting this team to just be horrendous and this first year was a fluke, which I personally don't think it was, I think CJ Stroud gets right back to form where he was his rookie year. So I love CJ Stroud as a prospect. I think 7's a really good spot. You could take him. But maybe he's a guy that you can get as like your backup quarterback if people are really going to draft him off
That'd
these
be sharp.
ADPs.
That'd
I mean,
be
QB
insane.
19 seems crazy for CJ Stroud to me. 6 is Jalen Hurts, a little bit higher than Ryan had him.
A little bit.
I like the
Teeny
rushing
bit.
touchdowns. I don't think those go away. The receivers are locked in. They have an unbelievable offensive line. I think nothing changes with the Eagles, and I think they continue to kind of explore what Jalen Hurts can bring them. I think he did his job really well the last couple of years. That was like complete passes, manage the clock, run the ball, rush, tush push on the goal line. Now that they've already won, teams are probably going to start adjusting to that. I could see them start to open up the playbook a little for Jalen Hurts. I have him a little higher than a lot of people do. 5 is Trevor Lawrence. And this is
Christ.
a similar reach to what CJ Stroud was.
Nope.
Trevor, it is. It's actually, it's literally exactly the same. Trevor Lawrence, QB 17 on PFF. I have him at 5. CJ Stroud was 19. I have him at 7. Another young quarterback in the same division that I think is going to have extremely similar stats to CJ. They both have really, really good receivers. Trevor's are young. Brian Thomas was wide receiver 3 last year. He's coming back, new head coach, new offensive system, added Travis Hunter, improved the offensive line. I think this is going to be the year he's been waiting for, and I think that division goes absolutely nuclear. I don't have Cam Ward in this list, by the way, but I love Cam Ward as like a 13 to 15 quarterback as your backup because I really think this division just explodes with passing yards. So love the Titans and really like Trevor Lawrence with the Jags at 5. 4 is Joe Burrow. I guess this is one I'd say really not much to say here, kind of like Ryan was saying. He just throws for a shitload of passing yards. He's not going to get the rushing touchdowns, but he doesn't need them. He's QB2 in fantasy last year. And you're probably going to get him outside the top 3 because no one's picking Joe Burrow in the top 3 quarterbacks when you have these 3 guys there. 3 is Lamar Jackson, 2-time MVP, rush, through the roof. Everything's fantastic with Lamar. I do think they, for some reason, don't explode on offense as much as they have in the past. I don't think Lamar has an MVP season next year like he did last year. This defense got so much better, and for some reason, I just feel like this offense kind of doesn't need to score as many points as they needed to last year. So I think Lamar at 3 is pretty safe. 2 is Josh Allen. I could see an argument for him at 1, but I really love Jaden Daniels at 1. He's the best.
I like the butt.
He's the best fantasy quarterback I think we'll ever see coming into the next 3 years. What he did in his rookie season has literally never been seen before in the history of the NFL. It was the best rookie quarterback season ever. His stats were fantastic. ADP has him as QB3, so I really don't think that's nearly as much of a reach as some of these other ones I have up here. And this offense got better. They added Deebo Samuel. They're bringing Terry McLaurin back. I think their defense got a little better too. They kept the same coaching staff. This is year 2 of a quarterback that really doesn't need to run the ball to be ultra successful. They're not going to call a whole lot of QB runs. He'll just do what he does and break outside the pocket and just do it naturally, Lamar Jackson-esque. But I think he's a much better pure passer than Lamar Jackson is. And I think he'll start growing into that role, especially with better weapons. So yeah, Jaden Daniels at 1. I'm all in on him. He did it for me last year. Let's do it again.
All right. So starting the list off hot, gotta go with my guy, Matt Stafford. I think the Rams offense is really going to turn it up from what they had last year. Puka's there. They have Devontae. I think that offense just with Kyron kind of going full throttle with everything and everyone healthy can really generate a lot of offensive efficiency. And I think Matt Stafford can take that 10 spot there. Number 9 is going to be Jared Goff. Similar to what Ryan said, another offense that just, loves to chuck up the ball. I mean, Amon-Ra is just going to grab everything that gets thrown to him. And,
He does. Big grabber.
He's a big,
a lot of slants.
yeah, big
lot of
hands.
curls.
Big
Big
hands.
Miles
8,
can confirm.
yeah, no.
That was got him.
Yeah, no. Number 8, Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, again, similar to what Ryan said,
That 8 to 10 range.
goes. It's just under the radar every year, but he ends in that 8 to 10 range every single year.
Real cerebral guy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take him at that top of the 8 to 10 range, put him at 8. You
Good
know?
head on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he
Jesus.
Pays his taxes.
maybe
Yeah.
might
No,
commit
he's in
tax
Florida. I
fraud.
don't know.
Listens
Yeah, he
to
might
country
commit tax
music.
fraud. You never know with those people. Number 7, CJ Stroud.
Hey, you're with me.
Love CJ Stroud. Just big Texans, big Texans offense guy, you know. So
big.
I'm just
Big.
big believer.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Had a little sophomore.
Does it have anything to do with them being in Texas?
No, it actually does not. It has to do with me believing that last year was a sophomore slump, minor road bump, but back
Mike's
on
favorite
track.
thing.
this year.
Emphasis on the minor.
Mike's favorite thing.
But back on track. I hate Drake. Number 6, Joe Burrow. A little low for Joe Burrow, but here's the thing.
Wow, it's real low.
Yeah, real low for Joe Burrow.
That's minor
But
for
the way that I rationalize this in my computative brain is, you know, the Bengals on offense really don't have much depth to him besides Joe Burrow, chuck it up to Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins.
Potentially the best 1-2
No,
wide receiver
no,
doing
no, amazing. Like
There's
know,
not much options.
no, it's like the real.
Mike, it's not
pack a
really
punch,
top 5 though, Mike.
but it's just not varietally seasoned.
That wasn't.
I like that.
Um,
No, I like Bradley seasoned.
Yeah,
I'm
and
gonna-
so again,
What's
in
an
my
example?
brain-
What's an
trademarking
example
that.
of like a varietally seasoned offense?
Yeah.
like the Rams.
Well, no, I'm gonna get there
Let him
with my
get there.
next person.
Let
You
him
have
get
that
there.
as an adjective for one of these next people.
Let him get there.
Yeah,
Varietally seasoned.
yeah, for sure.
Let him get there.
And that would be Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts
Watch the
has
weave.
an offense that I think is varietally seasoned in the
God, the
sense
weave
that
is so good.
you know, they have a superstar running back, possibly the 1-1 overall running back in Saquon Barkley, really just knows how to jump, reverse, hurdle, 360.
overall.
You know, and then he's got, well, I don't know what you're saying, but
said 1-1.
Yeah, I don't know. And then,
Mike doesn't know.
and then we got Jalen Hurts, you know, a guy who for fantasy is gonna push his way into a rushing touchdown. That's 6 points right there. That's a lot of points. Okay,
Lot of points.
and then he also has some threats. He got some weapons on the outside in AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and so I like the varietally seasoned offense that he has.
And Dallas Goedert, another varietal seasoning dad.
No, he's kind of a piece of shit. But on to your next.
Wow.
What the heck?
Dallas Goedert just got straight.
What happened with Dallas Goedert?
Why
No,
don't you like him?
no,
Where did
no,
this
no.
come from?
We
I
don't
don't
know.
Did he pull a Quinshon Junkins?
No.
No, he pulled a- no.
That'd be the
Shout out Ohio State.
shout out.
He used his ring to punch.
Not sure. What do you
Mike,
mean?
that's the most absurd thing. You might have to bleep that out so bad.
What do you say? I didn't hear.
I can't say it. What do you mean? Just kill him, Mike.
I
Bleep it out.
forgot.
He'll bleep it out.
Shout out.
That's crazy.
We'll
I would
bleep
never
that out.
say that.
Absolutely
We'll
absurd.
bleep that
It's
out.
crazy.
Literally the most absurd thing ever said on this podcast.
I mean, maybe. Number 4 is going to be a guy that everyone's a real Debbie Downer on. This is his one last straw, one last chance. This is going to be Patrick Mahomes. The reason
last
why,
chance.
the reason why I have
last
Patrick.
chance?
No, this is last chance.
Last chance you Patrick Mahomes. I love that.
No, this is,
In my opinion, his last chance was 2 years ago.
yeah, but in my opinion, it's now. And so,
That's why it's Mike's list.
Mike's so sharp.
and so, you know, I
Like the
think
Epstein list.
no, that
No,
doesn't
it's
exist.
not, it's not real.
That doesn't exist.
Exactly. Neither
Yeah.
was yours.
No clients.
No, it's right here. My list is
the
right
love
here.
of
I'm
the
reading
game.
off it.
Real
So,
ball
anyways,
knowledge.
the reason why
That'll be
Patrick Mahomes at 4 is because I think Xavier Worthy is really going to come
There it
into
is.
his
I knew it was something.
just experience in the NFL. It's really going to play a role. And then they also have the re-addition, the reinvigoration of Rashee Rice to energize that offense. So that's exciting.
That's actually insane that you went from shout out to why you love Xavier Worthy.
wow.
I mean, the weave is insane. there.
wow.
I mean, that is such a good 1-2 punch.
that was a 3D
a lot of
chess move
bleeps
I was
now.
waiting for other
There's a
people.
A ton
to
of
do.
bleeps. In
He was
this.
literally arrested for exactly what you were praising.
Whoa, allegedly.
No, he was arrested.
Allegedly.
The case was dropped.
Because it was alleged.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She didn't have any more teeth, so she couldn't speak.
maybe.
Yeah.
They call
Uh,
him Michael
I mean-
Ray Rice. You.
So, no, that's rude. Number 3, Lamar Jackson. The guy is a unit. Need I say more? No. Number 2, Josh Allen. Big Josh Allen guy. You know,
Wow.
I've been converted.
Wow.
I think
You're
Josh
welcome.
Allen
You're
is,
welcome.
you know, he's the NFL MVP. There's really not much else to say. But Jaden Daniels
Jaden
has.
Daniels.
At 1.
I mean, Jaden
Back to back.
Daniels had a hell of
I'm
a
a-
season
I'm an
last
island over
year.
here.
I'm converted. Please don't do that to me. And the addition of Debo Samuel and Terry McLaurin
What we doing here?
really gets me excited.
I'm with you.
That's it.
Here
love
comes
it.
Mario.
I love that list.
Coming
Thank you.
down the list.
Thank you.
That
That was a long list. I didn't.
Yeah,
expect
we're
it
gonna
to
get
be
some
that
I'm
long.
just. Oh, no, I'm just gonna blow through this.
No,
list
yeah.
real quick.
You don't need to blow
Do
through
the
it, yeah.
mic.
Just gonna
Blow
through
it.
Take your
Blow
time.
through it.
Okay, so starting at number 10, I got CJ Stroud.
Bang.
I'm kind of with Tyler. I think he has a comeback season this year. he easily could finish top.
Sorry, Mike wanted to say Kim Kardashian so bad, but
Yeah.
he was like this. And he looked at me like this. As soon as he said, come back, continue. I'm sorry.
Alright.
Mike just.
No, it's classic.
The zoom
Mike.
in there. Just wait till
I
you zoom in
forgot,
on Mike's
yeah.
face.
That's
But
a zoom.
continue.
I forgot.
Half
I'm
this episode's gonna be bleeped, so they're not gonna.
No,
That's
yeah.
not
fantastic.
true.
But yeah, no,
Alright,
I think
damn.
Texans offense. I think it's gonna look good. I think he's gonna have a good year this year. He could easily finish higher than 10, but I have him at 10 just as like a safety net. Number 9, like everyone else, I think on the list, Baker Mayfield.
I mean, we're
I
just.
have an 8.
I have a 9.
Yeah.
They just
all
died.
8-9 range.
We know our shit.
Yeah, he's gonna finish
I do
right
that.
there. The offense, they throw a ton. That's all they do. I like their weapons, honestly. Bucky Irving looked like a stud towards the end of
He's gonna
last
be good.
season. They got a Mecca, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin could come back later in the year. So it's gonna be a good, exciting time for the Bucks. Number 8, I got Kyler Murray. I'm kind of
There
with
you go.
Ryan
I
on
like
this.
that.
I like dual threat quarterbacks.
Same.
Dude, like 4 years ago, people were talking about this dude maybe being like an MVP, and then all of a sudden the injuries happened, the bad, years.
Call of Duty
kinda-
came out.
He turned into
Call
a
of
no
Duty.
threat.
Yeah, Call
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Duty came out.
Call of Duty came out.
This is the year. Make or break.
But yeah, I believe in Marvin Harrison, and they're
What's with all this belief in Marvin
believe.
Harrison?
I mean, he's a
just-
I have
freak.
none.
He is a freak.
too
We've all
talented.
watched it.
Too
Yeah, we
talented
watched
to
it.
fail. If he fails this
Also,
year, then
they
then I'm
should
out.
throw
There's a certain tight end in Atlanta that I've heard too talented to fail too. For what is this?
But
Kyle
you
Pitts,
gotta
year
you gotta
9.
throw to Marvin Harrison. Give him a chance.
Yeah. Number 7, bounce back year for this dude. Tyler mentioned him
Oh,
earlier.
God.
Dak Prescott.
Trevor Lawrence. Oh.
You're so
No,
No
Dak's gonna have one of his years where
Legacy.
people are gonna
MVP
consider
votes.
him an MVP.
Yeah,
ping pong, yeah.
He's gonna have like 8 wins, but he's gonna throw for 1 billion yards. And
CeeDee Lamb's
George
in.
Pickens and CeeDee Lamb are gonna go nuclear. Yeah, so
Literally.
Dak Prescott at 7, love him there. Number 6, I have Patrick Mahomes.
Same.
This isn't the same Chiefs offense. I think we've said this before.
Agreed.
That was like with Tyreek Hill and they were going crazy. I think they'll be better than last year because unless more injuries compile
Yeah,
again
sure.
and then he has to play shorthanded, but I think they'll be better than last year, but he's not going to throw for 5,000 yards, I think, anytime soon. So I just got him right dab in the middle at number 6. Number 5, Jalen Hurts. This offense is insane. I think he's going to have a really good passing year. You saw it towards the end of last season and all throughout the playoffs. He actually was a very, very good passer, very efficient. A.J. Brown had his moments in the year where he was kind of injured and then also like getting angry and reading a book.
Yeah,
and then
weird
Devontae
shit.
Smith was kind of out a few games. Dallas Goedert was hurt for like
That was
90%
weird,
of the
yeah.
season.
Yeah.
I think you see more passing production out of him. And yeah, sure, maybe the 18 touchdowns regress, but I still think he gets over 10. So I have him at number 5. Number 4, I have Lamar Jackson. I agree with Tyler. I think the Ravens are going to be a very good team. I think they're going to be good offensively, but I think they're more concerned about winning games in the playoffs and the
Yes.
postseason than they are about putting up 1 billion points. You saw the Eagles last year. They had a quarterback that didn't lead the league in passing. We saw these Chiefs teams past couple years where they would just run the ball and kind of
win
find
games.
ways to win games and not necessarily try to go crazy on offense. I think that's what the Ravens are planning for. I think they have a really, really good defense, and they can win a lot of games just turning around, handing the ball off, and making passes when he needs to. Still think he'll be good. Still have him top 4, but I have Lamar Jackson 4, Joe Burrow 3. Offense is crazy. Don't need to mention too much about that. Number 2, I have Jaden Daniels, and then number 1, Josh
All
Allen.
right, thank you.
Yeah.
Like that.
So
Love that.
wait, Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels.
Pretty chalk.
So pretty 50-50.
It's
No
fun.
Lamar Jacksons.
No.
No
I
Lamar
had two
Jacksons.
though. Lamar was my 2.
What do you think is the earliest, and we can kind of conclude with this, that you would take the 3 quarterbacks? Like, where are you taking your QB1 and where are you hoping to take your QB3? Like, are they all near interchangeable at the same spot on the board for you?
No.
For me, it's pretty spread out.
Spread out.
When do you take your QB1? When do you take Josh Allen?
To be honest, I don't
12
care.
team league.
I don't care if you take Josh Allen like late second.
Yeah.
I was
Even-
gonna
if-
say-
if you love it and you don't think he's gonna come around, you could rip it, or it's Jaden Daniels for you guys. You could rip it like anywhere from the
the
20
2-9.
the 19th pick to the 24th pick.
19.
19 to me is a
if
little...
because if you don't think
That's
because
a
the turn
little
people are
liberal.
gonna reach, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So if you want that Jaden Daniels or Josh Allen, I think I have no problem if you just rip it in 19 instead of trying
So
to
that's
wait for
what-
it.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
like the
I'm kind of
2-5
similar. I'm like
spot
a
or
few.
the
I'm like a
2-6
few
spot?
picks
2-7
behind.
2-7 spot.
I'm like
2-7
the
spot?
21 to 24 range, but yeah, if you want to pick a 19, I see the point, or I see the idea
Yeah.
behind it. If you think he's not going to get back around to you,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
do
I'm
think
a
the
little
number one
closer with
quarterback will be
Mario.
picked at the
I'm a
turn.
little closer to like the 2-9, 2-12 spot than I am to a 2-7. 2-7 seems like
You're saying like,
the second round, 9th pick.
isn't that
So
19?
I don't know.
Or no.
I can't do that
I
type
think
of
that's
math,
like
bro.
21.
Yeah, I don't know what type of math that is.
No, I was like trying to think of what player off the board that is like 29.
Like
26.
when you say all these things, I just like know that we snake, so I just go, okay, second round, third, second round, fourth, and I just I can pick it
No,
up.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I don't think you do, but
No, no one does.
it's fine.
It's what's tough for me about quarterbacks, dude. I've never been able to draft a quarterback early, and I want to, because Jaden Daniels is like one of my
Screaming
favorite
at you.
players in the entire league, and I have the second pick in our draft, so like he's gonna be there, and I can probably
get him
grab-
in the third round.
I can probably get him in the third round, but that's
be a
way.
sweat.
I never take quarterbacks before like the 8th round.
Yeah,
But they're such
Ever.
these like guys are such locks every year almost. Like Lamar and Josh have been like,
Yeah, but like
unless they get hurt, they're
for
gonna be
some
1 and 2.
reason, I don't know if it's true or not, and I'd have to back test this with our league, but like people, I feel like teams that pick quarterbacks early don't win. Like I feel like all the winning teams are the ones that like hit super value nut with like a quarterback or like a crazy receiver in like later rounds. But I just I
Wait,
don't
why
remember
would you pick Josh Allen
like
out last
Peyton
year?
drafting, Mahomes in his like prime years. Like she was going like second round.
Oh yeah,
And like Josh Allen.
What'd you
like
pick Josh
well,
Allen?
she would
last year?
get Kelsey in the
I didn't
first,
pick
Josh
and
Allen.
Mahomes
I picked
in
Jaden-
the second.
Jaden Daniels?
in like
Oh,
the
you picked-
8th
you
round.
Way late. I think it might have been later than that.
8th or 11th.
I think it was
yeah.
like 11th round
Yeah.
where I got Jaden Daniels last year. But I feel like that'll be I don't know, that's always my dilemma. Because we do these lists and I get excited about them. And I take a lot of time to rank them. And by the time I'm like, all right, I'm willing to pick a quarterback, it's like QB 9 or 10. And I'm like, well, I can wait now.
I mean, it goes either way. I think if you don't get your 1, you should wait till like 9.
Yeah,
That's how I draft every year. Like I can get Kyler Murray. He might finish top 5. I can get CJ Stroud, Dak, in
Yeah,
the
and-
9th.
And to be fair, like your QB3, or probably not ours, because we all have pretty similar QB3, but like you could have your QB4 that's around at like QB8.
Exactly.
Like if I love CJ Stroud and Trevor Lawrence, no one else does.
No, yeah, you're fine.
Then like I can get my 5 at like
So you
QB12.
just, that's why I like
Yeah.
going all in on
or
1.
something.
Pick your 1, go all in, and if you don't get him, just wait.
That's
Yeah.
fair. Well, I guess let us know in the comments, when are you drafting a quarterback? Like consider, like just tell us what pick. It doesn't matter how many people are in your league.
Also, who do we miss? I feel like that someone's gonna say someone like, that's crazy.
Someone annoying.
Well, like
Yeah,
looking
someone's
at
really bad.
quick-
like
quickly,
none
like-
of us said Herbert.
Like
Well,
Bo,
like,
Bo
here's-
Nix. No one
here's
said Bo
Pro
Nix?
Football
Finish
Focus
that.
is-
You said Bunny.
No, I'm saying
PFF's
besides me.
or Fantasy Pros top 10 is Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson,
Tua.
Jaden Daniels, Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, Baker Mayfield, Bo Nix, Kyler Murray, Justin Fields.
Fields. That's a good one. How did I not
No.
have Fields on my list? I'm editing. I don't want to edit my
No,
list.
you can't edit.
Aaron Rodgers.
No, I'm not gonna edit. But I love Fields because rushing. I had him for part of the
Tyler
season.
Show.
Tyler Show.
Hey, so
Shout out Tyler
Ready?
Show. Mention. Isn't he,
Ready?
isn't he unsigned?
you ready,
Yeah,
Mike?
no.
By the time we're
What?
filming it.
You ready to be pissed off?
Why?
Caleb Williams.
Ugh, gross.
Throw it out there. Just
I don't even hate Caleb Williams.
throw
this
it
year.
out there for a little bit.
That's a
hate
guy like
Caleb
I might
Williams
take super late.
every day.
He's gonna be around.
Every
If you want to,
second.
if you want to deep pull, Michael Penix.
That's
I
good
love
too.
Michael Penix.
That's
Cam
good.
Ward.
Michael
I'm telling
Penix.
you, Cam Ward. It's Jaden Daniels 2.0, but like
Passing-
severe-
Whoa.
severely
Passing to be-
handicapped.
Okay,
version.
okay. Like one hand behind his back.
Yeah.
Okay. I was about
Like
to say.
instead of QB3, he can end QB5.
Ugh, I don't know, chance.
Yeah. But let us know in the
Shador.
comments.
Should
Oh yeah, don't have him on your roster. Let us know in the comments
I'm
what's the earliest you're
100%
picking a
drafted.
quarterback. Who's your QB1? Is Jaden Daniels even 1 or 2? A lot of
Nope.
people think he's not. Me and Mike think he's 1. We're doing all the position groups. So we're going through the official fantasy rankings for DJ Hours, and as we approach football season, we're going to be talking a lot more fantasy. So stay locked in with us. We'll see you on the next one.